things like, bro, you taking a huge leap of faith, but afterwards,
That
bro,
risk.
when you come out of it, if you put into a better situation, bro, like I said, a better state of mind, a better financial situation, all that stuff, bro, it's just, I don't know, it's exciting. Then Mariah's even geeked, bro, because she be hearing like the pharmacists that she had to do these rotation with. They be telling her the vacations that their family and them take, or their husband and them take, their wife, the vacations that they take. And she's like, man, it's just exciting to hear that they doing this stuff on top of still being a pharmacist. And like, yeah, bro, this stuff is possible. But you had to go through that risk. You had to go through that thing to say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm taking on this so we can get to doing this. You know, that's important, man. But we can also talk about, bro, holding on to things too long. Because I do think that's an issue that,
boy, I hold on to something.
we hold on to things too long. And it's like sometimes, bro, it's time to move on. But it's the hardest thing to me is, when do I know it's time to move on? Like, I'm actually going through that right now, bro. Like, I feel like the thing that I'm doing, as far as like occupation wise right now, I feel like it's ran its course. Like, it's ran its course right now. And it's at this point now where it's like, bro, you need to maneuver into other areas, you know. But it's like,
What does that look like?
Explain.
That's what I'm saying. What does that look like? I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, man? Maybe I am done with all this. And I was like, but what's next?
That's
because
true.
you start setting your life up in around what you're
Around
doing,
this.
right?
Yeah.
And that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I got this house, I got
Yeah.
this car, I got bills. I
Mhm.
can't just go do, you know what, man? I'm about to go
Exactly.
be a farmer.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Exactly. And it's like, if I do move, this has to meet this income. It has to meet this radius of where I'm driving to.
Yeah.
It has to meet these credentials. I was like, I didn't know how much, I know people move to big cities. I never understood, like, bro, why does everybody keep moving to big cities? There's so much land out here. But it's like, bro, you know how they talk about, like, in urban and like black environments, like, they're food deserts. They don't have the best food resources.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you can live in a job desert. Like, you don't have the best jobs and opportunities in your environment.
Yeah.
So that's why people are moving to these cities, because there's more opportunities there. And that's
you can
why
get stuck. And then a lot of these companies, they'll kind of like set their wages at the same amount. So there's really no incentive to leave.
Yeah.
Which is criminal.
Yeah, and it's like leaving this, you know, like you said, bro, I built my whole life around this, and leaving this and moving into another endeavor. But going into our own life, bro, it's like at some point, bro, even the things that we love, they start to lose their challenge. Even though we still love them, we still like to do them, because we get so used to just the simple things like we're doing. Like what you said with cooking, bro. We've all made tacos before. But now let me make the tortillas myself. I'm not even like moving into a whole different thing or doing something else, but let me still try something new. You know what I'm saying? Let me still try to expand this skill that I have right here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's because when I do say, like, bro, yeah, some things have ran their course. You've done them and you got to this point, but it's not always just forgetting it and letting everything go. But it's also like, okay, bro, this thing that you've done, you ran this as much as you can. It's either to try to expand this and then grow on this, or it's time to go do something else. So it's one of the two options. Either you're going to expand and grow on this, or you're going to find something else to do. And that's what it becomes up to you on.
But nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. That's true, man. That's true. And that's
no matter how much you want it to.
Yeah, man. That's why you can't ever get too attached to anything, man. Anything, bro, because it's all going to wither away, and it's all going to, like, you know, like what the Bible says, it's all going to become rust. And, you know, it's going to rust away. So it's understanding that, like, yes, bro, you can excel, you can put what you need to put into it. Bro, once you get what you need to get out of, it's like this one lady, man. She was a trader, and she was saying, I don't get why we become so loyal to these companies that we invest in. She's like, once you make the money that you need to make in this company, she was like, it's okay to cash out.
Oh, yeah.
And go to another company and invest in that other company. She's like, you don't have to ride these things until you die. She's like, once you make what you need to make, cash out and do something else.
Yeah, because it's a psychological thing that a lot of these companies, I'm sure they bank on, but they don't care.
Nah, bro. Nah, they don't.
Oh, so Isaiah's been a stockholder for 10 years.
Man, we gladly appreciate it.
They not finna send you no certificates, nothing. Stuff, bro. At all.
None of that stuff, man. So it's like, bro, once you get what you need to get out of it, bro, it's okay to move on. That's one thing, bro. It's really okay to move on.
Not saying use people, but certain things run their course.
Yeah, man, they do. And that's all right, man. But even what we was talking about, bro, like taking no. This is the thing. Even before you even get to that point to where you run your course, starting the course first. Because you may start something new. So, back to what you were saying, you may make tortillas yourself and you may burn them joints on the first time. Not saying you burn them, but you may burn the tortillas on
the kids are natural. I must have been a Latino in my past life. You feel me? I was throwing them on the stove. Like you were saying earlier, like without Mariah, you would have been a totally different dude because it's no big deal. So I'm trying not to become a bachelor. Yeah. Like a feral bachelor to where, my house is dirty. I eat the same thing every day or I just eat out all day. Like, nah, bro, you got to take care of yourself. Make sure you're good.
Easily, bro.
And that comes with like learning new things. And I'm trying to get out more and like meet new people. That way I'm not just this hermit.
Yeah.
I'm
not trying to rut. Hard-hearted.
Right, man. You got to have things like, for me, I'm a writer. I got to have things that inspire me. And like, you can only get so much inspiration at the crib. Yeah. Or reading a book. You got to actually get out there and live.
Got to get out there and live, man. You got to get out there and do more too.
Yeah.
So
travel. See places, different things.
I cannot stress this enough how important traveling is.
I'm excited
bro.
to travel.
Like, I be so geeked, bro.
Or talk to people from different places.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, bro. It's just seeing more than what you've always been exposed to. I was telling this to one of the homies, man, I work with. I was telling him because he was talking about that since he didn't had a kid, and his kid is real young, him and his wife, they haven't been able to travel. And I was like, that's understandable if you got a newborn. I was like, but your kid getting a little older now, bro. Like, and then even on top of that, when are you gonna make time to prioritize traveling? Are you gonna keep using the excuse? Well, we got a kid. Well, we got a kid. Well, we got a kid. I was like, nah, bro. You need to get out and actually try to travel. And this is what I was telling him. I was like, bro, not just for the exposure level, so you can upgrade and become better yourself. But I was like, even on your relationship sense, bro. Because I was like, why don't you just take your kid, drop him off at the grandparents' house, you and your wife for a weekend, Friday, Saturday, and y'all come back Sunday night. Y'all just go to a different city, not to a different state, none of that stuff.
That's a lot that you could just find in Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just go to a different city, and by doing so, you like I was telling them, like, go to another city that's not even like right next to the city that you live in. You want to actually expand and go a little bit further because once you see your normal everyday like stores and sites and roads and all that people and all that stuff, you get stuck into this mindset of like, this is what it is. This is the everyday normal span. This is what I do. But when you go to a different city and you start seeing different buildings, different people, different trees, different scenery, all that stuff, you're like, oh man, I can drop off all that stuff that I had built that was putting all that pressure on me. I can drop off all that stuff and just focus on just doing this right now. It allows you that chance to grow because you're not holding on to everything. Your plate is empty and everything. You able to just have the time to rest, regroup with yourself, and grow and expand and come back, bro, after the weekend feeling relieved.
Yeah, but if you're coming back into your normal life and you like, man, I can't stand it. Yeah, that may be time like, all right, it's time to change some things.
Yeah, it's time to change some things for sure.
If you're coming back and you just, oh my,
yeah, bro,
I'm back to reality. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't be that when you come back from traveling, like, man, I can't stand living. It shouldn't be that. So it might even open up. What I'm trying to say, it might open up your eyes. Like what you've been ignoring.
Yeah, bro. And that's the thing though, is that you got to know, bro, now it's time to it's time to pull the plug on this, bro. And that's the thing, bro. You can't stop, bro, to prioritize your peace. And that's where I was getting to, bro, is that I was just like, I'm so used to what I'm doing right now. We'll just keep doing this and it'll eventually work itself out. Yeah. Nah, bro, I got to get to the point to where it's like, nah, bro, even though this may cause you to expand, to do more, if it's going to put you in a better state of mind, if it's going to put you in a better financial situation, if it's going to put your household at peace, bro, go for it, man.
Yeah. Even if it's a lateral move. Sometimes you got to make some lateral moves to actually get ahead. Yeah. So if you think, okay, I might have to go do this different job or different career path, you're not even making as much. You might make a little less or just as much as you currently are. You're like, man, what's the point of making that leap? And it might not work out. What's the point of taking that risk? Yeah. Like, well, where you at right now, you're not going to really go nowhere. But if you make that lateral move, a whole different, world is going to open up for you.
Yeah, bro. I think about like some of Mariah's classmates, bro. They in like their 40s.
True.
So they in class to become pharmacists. Now, granted though, this ain't you may say it's a 4-year program to be a pharmacist, but it's actually starting from undergrad. So you got to do your
basics.
Your pre-pharmacy. So that takes about 3 to 4 years. And then you got to go to your graduate, and that's going to take you about another 4 years to do so. So the whole span, and then you still got to take a test afterwards. So your whole span may take you another 8 to 10 years before you get put into this situation. And you're 40 years old going into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you done already had at least 20 plus years of working.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you already got a family, you got a house, you got all this stuff already set up, bro. And now you going into another, like you making a whole game, like your whole life is about to change, bro, by just doing this one little act.
That's exciting.
It is, bro. It is exciting. And it's
but
like,
it takes a lot of courage to do that. It
does, bro. Cause that's a huge leap of faith. Because another thing though, too, is like, are you gonna put yourself into a position where you still gonna work and provide, or you gonna like cut down your hours of working on top of taking on these loans to pay for this schooling?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing. Like, bro, you taking a huge leap of faith. But afterwards,
that
bro,
risk.
When you come out of it, if you put into a better situation, bro, like I said, a better state of mind, a better financial situation, all that stuff, bro, it's just, I don't know, it's exciting. Then Mariah's even geeked, bro, because she be hearing like the pharmacists that she had to do these rotation with, they be telling her the vacations that their family and them take, or their husband and them take, their wife, the vacations that they take. And she's like, man, it's just exciting to hear that they doing this stuff on top of still being a pharmacist. I'm like, yeah, bro, this stuff is possible. But you had to go through that risk. You had to go through that thing to say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm taking on this so we can get to doing this. You know, that's important, man.